come off it, Mr. Dent. You can't win, you know. You can't lie in front of the bulldozer indefinitely.
I'm game. We'll see who rusts first.
You are quite entitled to make any suggestions or protests at the appropriate time, you know.
Appropriate time? Appropriate time? The first I knew about it was when a workman arrived at my home yesterday.
But, Mr. Dent, the plans have been available in the local planning office for the last 9 months.
Oh yes, well as soon as I heard, I went straight round to see them yesterday afternoon. You hadn't exactly gone out of your way to call attention to them, had you? I mean, like, actually telling anybody or anything.
But the plans were on display.
On display? I eventually had to go down to the cellar to find them.
It's not as if it's a particularly nice house.
I'm sorry, but I happen to like it. Ford, hello, how are you?
Fine. Look, are you busy?
Am I busy? Well, I've just got all these bulldozers and things to lie in front of, because they'll knock my house down if I don't, but other than that, well, no, not especially. Why?
Good. Is there any way we can talk?
What?
We've got to talk.
Fine, talk.
And drink. It's vitally important that we talk and drink. We'll go to the pub in the village.
Look, don't you understand? That man wants to knock my house down.
Well, he can do it while you're away, can he?
But I don't want him to.
Ah, he wants to knock your house down.
Yes, he wants to build...
And he can't because you're lying in front of his bulldozer.
Yes, and...
I'm sure we can come to some arrangement. Excuse me.
Yes, hello. Has Mr. Dent come to his senses yet?
Can we, for the moment, assume that he hasn't?
Well...
Can we also assume that he's going to be staying here all day?
So
all of your men are going to be standing around all day doing nothing?
Could be.
Well, if you're resigned to doing that anyway, you don't actually need him to lie here all the time, do you?
Well, no, not as such. Not exactly need.
So if you would just like to pretend that he's actually here, then he and I could slip off down to the pub for half an hour. How does that sound?
That sounds perfectly reasonable.
And if you want to pop off for a quick one yourself later on, we can always cover for you in return.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yes, that's very kind.
So if you would like to just come over here and lie down.
You want me to come and lie there? In the mud?
In, as you say, the mud.
In return for which, you will take Mr. Dent with you down to the pub.
That's it exactly. Come on, get up and let the man lie down. And no sneaking knocking Mr. Dent's house down while he's away, alright?
The mere thought hadn't even begun to speculate about the merest possibility of crossing my mind.
But can we trust him?
Myself, I trust him to the end of the earth.
Oh yes, and how far is that?
About 12 minutes away.